Mm-hmm.
Can I see that?
Yes.
Can I see that?
Here you go.
You can look over there real quick.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's Teach the Blind, and today we are going to be talking about proper weapons handling. All right. A majority of deaths inside the world are caused by negligence, negligent discharges, or just not knowing where your trigger finger is being placed, or not even knowing where your muzzle is being placed. So today we're going to talk about proper weapons handling. All right, let's go. So, just like that doofus who pointed a weapon at me. Okay, we're not going to talk about that too much. We're going to talk about how to properly pass a weapon off. Okay, first things first, I'm going to show you exactly how to place your trigger finger, and just being aware of where your muzzle is. All right, first things first, we're going to unholster our weapon. All right, when you receive a weapon or you just don't know what's in a weapon, the first thing you want to do is clear it. How do you go about that? We're going to go through our clearing procedures. First things first, we're going to remove the mag. We're practicing right now, so everything is going to be empty. We're going to remove the mag. So you remove it. Now, you see that there's nothing in there, right? Now, how do you check that there's nothing inside the weapon itself? You go here, right the back, nothing ejects, nothing is inside the weapon, all right? Most people do it once or two times or just one time, making sure. To be extra safe on a range, I advise lock it back, make sure there's nothing in it, look down, you can even look down the muzzle well, right? But always be aware of where your muzzle is being pointed. At all times, keep your muzzle either at the floor or just away from people. Keep it away from people. Now that we probably have the gun cleared out, we're going to talk about the placement of our trigger fingers, all right? So at any time you go to the range, they're probably going to tell you to keep your gun holstered. But in time that you're, around your friends, probably backyard shooting, proper way to hold your weapon. Okay? It's clear. Finger straight and off the trigger, all right? The reason why you want to keep your finger straight on the trigger is a lot of things, all right? For shooting purposes, if your finger's straight off the trigger, you're basically pointing at that target. For safety purposes, if your finger's straight on the trigger, what are you gonna shoot? Okay? So always keep your finger straight and off the trigger, okay? The next thing is always be aware of where this thing is pointing. At this time, it's pointing away and up, not at anybody. If any time I want to move around or something, I'll keep this weapon pointed either at the floor or downrange. See, nobody's downrange, okay? So always be aware of where your muzzle is being pointed. You know what I'm saying? It's like being aware of where children are. Because if I pass you a ticking time bomb, wouldn't you want to know if it's going to blow or not? And for those wondering where I got the holster and the sweater, Red Hill Tactical. Shout out to Red Hill Tactical. We are not sponsored by them, but we do shop there. So we're going to show some love. Red Hill Tactical came through with this nice ass sweater. And it's banging ass fucking holster, right? If you're a Canik owner, and I know it's really hard right now trying to find Canik holsters, shout out to Red Hill Tactical. All right, now that we talked about proper clearing procedures and proper trigger finger placement, we are going to talk about how to properly pass off a weapon. All right, so we have a magazine inside the weapon. We're gonna take that out. All right. Second thing after, you're gonna rack that slide back. All right, making sure that there's nothing coming out of the chamber and nothing ejects. Okay, so we see that it's clear. All right, send it home. The next thing you're gonna do is send that striker home. All right. How do you do that? You pull the trigger. Now, I know and you know that this thing is not on fire and it's not, and it's perfectly clear, all right? I advise locking back the slide and passing the weapon off like this. Due to the fact the muzzle is downward, the person can see right through the magazine well, and we both know it's clear, giving an understanding to both people. So, Doofus, do you want your weapon back?
Yes.